Alright, this print just finished. It's basically a single knob. You can see that for yourself. It was printed in standard PLA with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle at about 210 Celsius. It is your standard printer, your ENDER 3 basic classic printer with no aftermarket so-called upgrades. It's just not required. The printer will print as it was intended from the factory. No changes. So out of the box we have the original plastic extruder right there. That's the original plastic extruder body. We have the original hot end, you can see that. The original BOWDEN tube, not the blue one. The blue one has a smaller inside diameter, so it causes extra friction around this curve here, and you definitely don't want that. Original gantry, original build plate right here. This is the carriage, that's original. Original springs, those are the standard springs that came with it, not chunks of rubber or yellow springs or anything like that. I figured if it's going to print as it came out of the box, all I have to deal with is what surface. So the surface is user's choice. It's not a so-called upgrade. So if you want to consider it that, fine, but it's not changing the mechanics of the printer. The printer will always print the same, no matter if I have what you see here or a piece of cardboard. If it would print on it, I'd use that. So again, this is more my choice. This is what I choose to print on. Some users choose whatever, you know, fiberglass or whatever they choose, but this is what I choose because, one thing, it's not flexible. It doesn't need to be. It's flat because it's a mirror. I use the blue number 2090. You can see that for yourself. So there's nothing unusual about this print. You can see here the one reason I go this route is there's no raft, no brim, no Elmer's glue. Okay, I only print in this area right here, so I don't cover the whole thing in 2090. The only reason this square, that one, and that one are there is so when I tram the bed. So once the bed has been trammed, then everything in between here should be good. And there's the proof. There's the knob. It's actually in black standard PLA. And again, we in the eSTEPS to get this done is 93. That was factory set, you know, 93. The firmware came with the printer. It prints, so I'll just keep using it. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel to get what I want. And my printers, I have 4 of them. They're all identical mechanically to this because it's the mechanics of the printer to produce the product, not the plate. The plate has nothing to do with how this turns out. So this printer prints like this as it is, no matter what surface I pick. So it's not considered any type of improvement or so-called upgrade. Okay, it's just a user's choice. Because it's removable, that's another good point. It is reflective, that's another good point. I can have 2 of these. When this one's done, I remove the print or the plate, put another one on there, and start a print right away. It's a non-heated bed. I've never heated the bed in 5.5 years, so that saves energy, saved heating and cooling time. It's just logical. So anyway, there it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and lift this off. Okay, so there's the knob. You can see that it's not all crinkly or crunchy looking or anything like that. You can see there's the logo on the top, the little lightning bolt. Okay, so there you go. That's the result of this printer. I think that's it. So like I say, just trying to show what is the bare minimum that's required to do any type of prints. And again, out of the 3,900 STL files printed on my 4 printers, including a CR10S, it prints clean all the time, every time. It's reliable, it's repeatable, it's great. Alright, so anyway, happy printing.